Rudy Radio presents He Said, She Said, powered by Rude Rangers Entertainment. I'm Noel Epps, not your sports by Noel Epps, as she is Yvonne, the motivated man from her show, Determined Women of Destiny. This show explores all types of topics from the male and female perspective. We are going to make you laugh. We can even make you cry, but most of all, we will make you think. So do us a favor. Please like and share this episode with all your friends and family on all social media platforms. We encourage you to be a part of the conversation, so please comment in the chat box below when ready. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Noel, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm seeing you getting gussied up. You must got a date after this, because you over there getting gussied up. You all up in the mirror. You got a date right after this. I don't know what. I hope Rudy's seeing all this.
I was just trying out some new mascara. That's all. That is it. All right.
Are you ready for today's topic?
I am ready for today's topic. Yes, I am.
So the topic is the top 5 things Black people should know how to cook. The top 5 things Black people should know how to cook. Now, let's not play no games here.
No. Okay. No. I did research.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to ask some Black food. Well, it's really Southern food, but Black folks that eat these Southern dishes that they call Black food, the connoisseurs. And then I went to the in-house restaurateurs, and those are the people that, you know, they can really burn in the kitchen, to ask them, you know, what did they think that Black folks messed up on a regular?
Oh, so you actually went to restaurants?
I didn't go to restaurants. I said in-house restaurateurs. Those are the people that you feel, they can really cook.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that much research. But on the top of the list was collard greens. Now, there's a couple of things with collard greens. First of all, leave the vinegar out. That's why Black folks got that high blood pressure.
I totally disagree, but go ahead.
I know, and a whole lot of other people going to disagree, but leave that vinegar out of them collards. They have their own flavor. They don't need no help. Now, the next thing is, if you're going to cook your collard greens, make sure they're not lime green, because they have no nutritional value at all. All your nutrients is in the water, okay?
And by the way, people, if you have lime green collard greens, you got marijuana. Okay, just so that you got marijuana. You just made yourself a whole pot of marijuana. Marijuana with vinegar in it.
Do you know that weed is really brown and not green? Because remember, they got to cook it.
Yeah, of course. But weed starts off as green. When it comes out the ground, that's green.
I know, but is it lime green? No.
It's close.
No,
it's close. People dry them collard greens out and put them in some. I'm about to date myself.
I put them in the oven.
no, put them in the oven and then put them in some easy water.
That's right. That's right.
How many times as a kid? I don't know about you, but I know as a kid, my mama used to send me down to the store to get some bamboo and easy water.
Now, you gotta remember, my mom, raised us in church. She's a deaconess. And my father, he wasn't letting us know he was smoking weed until we found it and was stealing it. And he had some good stuff back in the day. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Right back when it came in little manila envelopes.
Holla, holla, holla. All of those pesticides wasn't on it either. It was straight up weed. Well, anyway, another thing with collard greens, right? Collard greens are supposed to have some chew in it. If your collard greens disintegrate in your mouth, they have been cooked way too long. You're supposed to be able to chew them. And then, neck bone is not the only meat that can go in.
I agree with that. But then again, you got to remind people, if your collard greens are crunchy, they're not cooked long enough.
Now, okay? I have to disagree with you because I eat my collard greens crunchy. I cook them differently.
Hell no.
I cook them differently. But I do like them the way that all of y'all like them.
So you don't like vinegar? You don't like vinegar?
No.
And you like crunchy collard greens?
Yes, I cook mine in the frying pan with olive oil, tomatoes, and olives.
You sure you ain't making kale?
See this boy right here. Okay, where you think they found out how to make kale from? Okay,
collard greens.
Yes.
Collard greens are supposed to be with some vinegar, some neck bones. Now, like you said, they don't necessarily have to be neck bones. They could be turkey neck bones. They could be a ham bone. Okay, so black people, please. Yeah, ham bone. You ever put a whole ham bone in them collard greens?
Ham bone is split piece.
Oh yeah.
Ham bone, yeah.
Some strigoline.
Oh no! You had to go there, didn't you?
See, I'm surprised. That tells me how country you are. If you know what strigoline is, you know how good. I wonder which part I in the commercial break does Rudy know what strigoline is?
Honey, I was born and raised in Alabama. I'm country with a K, sugar.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you don't want me to go to hog head cheese. Now that's real.
Oh no.
Blood pudding. No. Yes. So let's get back. Yes, honey.
Oh.
Ham hocks and chitlins. All right. These collard greens. You know, they were really bothering me. And another thing that they said to me, don't cook collard greens when you're having an argument with your man. Because they come out sour because your hatred is all up in the green.
Oh, that goes with any food. That goes with any food.
Well, you know, I didn't even know that, but I was told, do not cook your collard greens when you're having an argument with your boo, because the hatred goes in the food and the greens happen to be sour.
Now, people, you got to know how to buy collard greens too. Absolutely. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret on how to buy collard greens. My wife gonna kill me. But this is what she do. And what she does makes sense. Okay? When you go buy yourself a bushel of collard greens, that's what they call a bushel, right?
Yes, they are a bushel.
Okay, they call a bushel of collard greens. They come with the root on it.
Yes, some do.
Okay.
Some do.
Okay, people, collard greens are expensive, low key. Collard greens are expensive. Okay, people, break that root off, because that's where all the weight is at. Break that root off and leave it right there in amongst the rest of them collard greens. Let it camouflage itself right there in the rest of them collard greens. Break that heavy root off and you will get more bang for your buck.
Well, thank you. I'm going to do that next time. Get out of here. No,
it got to be quick, though. It got to be quick. You can't be trying. It got to be break, throw it in there. Break, snap, throw it in there. You can't be breaking it and be struggling to break it. So if you ain't strong enough to break it, buy the whole thing. But you got to be strong enough to snap it, throw it up in there.
Noel done gave us a fun fact today, people. A fun fact. Break the root off and you'll get more out of the bushel. So instead of getting 3 bushels, you could possibly get 4 to 5.
Yes! Break that root off.
But you got to snap and run. Like Bob and Weed, you got to snap and run. Oh, snap and chuck. Oh, you got to snap and chuck. Like Bob and Weed. Snap and chuck.
Throw the root in there with the rest of them collards and let it camouflage itself in there. You know you did a good job when you look back and somebody grabs that root with no collard greens in it. You know you did a good job.
You are absolutely ridiculous.
You know you did a good job.
And last but not least, remember, collards, if they have a root, it's because they come out the ground. I'm going to need y'all to wash your collard greens thoroughly.
Oh my God, you ain't never lied.
And just wash them, let them soak, rinse them. Let them soak, rinse them. And sometimes my mother used to put baking soda in the water and let them soak because it makes them tender. Whatever you do, you got to wash those collard greens. I don't want to be eating collard greens and there's some grit on it because I have OCD and that will just make me sick for weeks.
People, at the bottom of your pot, along with that collard green juice, If there is some mud at the bottom of your pot, along with this collard green juice, you did not wash them collards. I don't know why y'all think you could just buy food and not wash it. Wash them collard greens. Be patient.
Let them soak, rinse, and soak again. It's just like your hair. You put shampoo in your hair, right? You just don't leave the bath and walk around. No, you rinse. You soak, you rinse. You soak and you rinse and you rinse and you rinse to make sure the soap is out your hair. Well, I need y'all to make sure that dirt is out them collards.
My wife makes some good collard greens.
No gritty collards.
My wife makes some good collard greens, boy. My wife make them with the turkey neck bone and vinegar because they got that tang to it. Lord have mercy.
And that's called good collards. That is called high blood pressure at its finest.
Now, you ain't supposed to eat a whole thing of collard greens in one sitting, okay?
Well, we don't know that because a whole lot of people indulge in collard greens. So we want them to be healthy. We want them to be healthy. We want them to be tasteful, and we want them to be clean. And we want them to be healthy. But people, you're going to have to start treating your collard greens better, or we're going to start boycotting your tables.
Now, one more thing before we move on to the next one. Black people, listen to me good. Leftover collard greens have an expiration date, people. Don't think you can leave collard greens, especially some collard greens, up in that refrigerator for 3 to 4, 5 days. They become extremely funky. Be very clear on that. Okay?
We're going to break on the funk, okay? We're going to break on the funk of the collards. Oh, gosh. And when we come back, now listen, if you think your collards going to be there that long, just put them in a container and freeze them so you can go back and enjoy them later. And speaking of collard greens, we're going to break. If you're cooking some collards, go check on your collards and make sure you're back at break. We'll see you when we get back.
I am Madame Francois, and I'm introducing my new luxury skincare brand that's available to you at an attainable price. Discover my beauty secrets, luxurious, effective ingredients with proven results, and a price tag that doesn't break the bank. Come indulge with me at lesmadamefrancois.com.
I'm Doozy Bots Dave, and my prices are Doozy Bots. Come into LI Telecom at 2287 Route 112, Medford, New York, or call me at 631.
Round 2. Fight.
And we're back. But he said, she said, it's me, Noel Epps from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps, and my co-host, Yvonne, the Motivated Man from Determined Women of Destiny.
Hey, y'all.
Okay. We were last talking about some funky collard greens.
Yes.
Okay. Be very clear, too. Them collard greens get funky. There is no just throwing the collard greens out in the garbage and putting the Tupperware in the sink and washing the Tupperware. No. You got to throw the Tupperware out with the collards. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. If them collard greens last in your house more than 2 days, then guess what? The person who make them don't know what they're doing. Collard greens are supposed to last in your house that long.
I think they can have a 24 to 48 hour shelf life. After that, I gotta tell you, I do agree, collards will stink your house up, stink your refrigerator up. But you don't have to throw the container out. You can wash that container.
Yeah, that funk is in the container, trust me.
You can wash it. You can wash it. Yes, you can. Now,
but today we're discussing the top 5 things Black people should know how to cook. Number 5 was collard greens. Number 4. This is important, people, especially if you're looking to save money.
Oh, Lord.
As black people, you should know how to cook all McDonald's products. Yes, all of them. You should know how to make a Big Mac from home. You should know how to make them fries from home. You should know how to make an apple pie from home. Because my mother used to tell me, my grandmother, I'll never forget this story. My grandma, Nana, I want to go to McDonald's. McDonald's? Go downstairs in that pantry. I got these burgers down there. So I went down there and she had these stackable Tupperware with these frozen burgers in it, with the hugest bell peppers and onions in the burger. Listen, yes. At 9 years old, you don't want to see, that don't look like no McDonald's burger. McDonald's ain't got no big bell peppers and onions in them. So as a black person, as a black people, you should know how to make all McDonald's products. Make yourself a sundae. Get some soda. Okay, you know how to get some soda. All you should be able to buy from McDonald's is soda. That's it.
You don't have to buy soda. Take your behind to the nearest store and buy you a 2-liter. Now, it's funny that you said that because now that we're older, we know that Nana's hamburger was so much better than McDonald's. But as a kid, you don't want to pass 5 McDonald's and hear your mother say, I told you we got hamburgers at home, and then you get home and you see that big old mama burger, you know. That's
not a mama burger, that's a grandmama burger. A grandmama burger.
My mother
that's
was
a different
slick.
Type of burger. And let me tell you something.
My mother was slick. My mother would take that mama burger and she would take a hamburger bun and she put all the fixings on it. And you're like, well, okay, that's good. And then she make them French fries, and she would put that seasoned salt on them French fries. And we had a Coca-Cola. He shut up real quick talking about McDonald's. So my mother had that covered. She wasn't playing. She knew.
Hey, let me tell you something. My mother could cook her behind off. My grandparents could cook their behinds off. But they were the laziest, and I mean the laziest hamburger makers. They would just ball up some meat, throw it in the oven, put some cheese on it, I mean, I didn't even know all the creations you can do with a burger. I learned that as an adult. Okay, so they were talking about, you ain't going to McDonald's. We ain't got no money for McDonald's. Learn how to make a happy meal at home, people. Even if you, listen, get a burger, get some fries, get something to drink, and put a little toy next to your baby. And that's a whole happy meal right there. You got a happy meal right there. Just put a toy next to the burger.
You know why our parents and our grandparents did that? Because they felt as if the store didn't give the burger no respect. Why should we? A hamburger is nothing but a cut up steak. So if they didn't care about cutting it up, why should I care about cooking it? So grandma just slapped that sucker between her hands, threw that in the pan. But you remember when you had that cube steak, she would take that sucker and she would put it in the flour and she would fry it up and make sure she turned it on both sides so it's nice and crispy. But that hamburger got no respect. None.
Yeah, and people, you already know how to make chicken nuggets. Stop playing. You already know how to make chicken nuggets. Get you some chicken breast, fry it, dice it up, boom, nuggets. Right there. You got nuggets. Now, you can make it a 4-piece, you can make it a 12-piece, you can make it a 20-piece. Whatever way you want to cut it up. But boom, people, you know how to make nuggets. You don't have to go to McDonald's to get no nuggets. You already know how to make them.
It all depends on how big that chicken breast is. That's right. You can have a 4-piece, 6-piece, 12-piece. That's right. That's right. If you got an A-cup breast, that's a 4-piece. If you got a B to C cup breast, okay, that's a 6-piece. And if you got that D-cup breast, that's that 12-piece. That's right. That's right. I'm with you on that. Only thing y'all concerned about is sauce. Now, no, we can make sauce.
We know how to get the barbecue sauce.
That's right. That's right.
We know how to get the ketchup.
Yep, you get that ketchup, you mix it with that mayonnaise. What? Put a little barbecue sauce on it.
Okay.
Season it just a little bit. You there.
Okay, you know how to make McDonald's right in your kitchen, people. McDonald's and Burger King right there in the kitchen. You don't have to go away over there. All black people, if they want to save money, they should know how to make McDonald's right in their house. And let me tell you people, I know where y'all try to cut corners too, black folks. I know where you try to cut corners. Listen to me good. Stop playing with me. I'm a burger connoisseur.
Now listen.
Stop. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. That damn bun. Don't try to cut corners with that bun. Don't think you can put some whole wheat bread right around there, cut the crust off, and boom, you got a burger. No, that damn bun is important, people. And
this hit his soul because he was like, "You ain't cutting me off, Yvonne." He was right at the camera. No, I ain't finished. I want to talk about the bun.
The bun is important. The only time the bun ain't important is at barbecues. When you having a barbecue with a large amount of people, you get all the buns for $1. Whatever buns cost $1, you get them. But if you just making a McDonald's for your family, if you don't go to that store and go get them Morton potato buns, stop playing. Stop cutting corners.
Morton's potato buns.
Yes.
He does not want Wonder Bread. He wants the Morton's potato buns.
If you making a burger,
specification.
You and your family, and you run around and you get some dollar buns, you hate your family. You need to go in there and get you some Morton potato buns. Love your family. Stop playing.
And all of us can reach back because only a few of us didn't work at fast food restaurants.
I did.
I know I worked at All American Burger. Yes, I did.
Really? If that's what people?
Well, they had a substation lower down in Black Massapequa.
Really?
Yeah. Only for
I didn't know that.
Only about a year and a half, and they didn't survive because they didn't come up to the standards of All American Burger. And so for people that's out of the area of Long Island and westward, All American Burger is the only place on Long Island where everybody of color meet and eat, and we good because the food is good.
Yep, it's old school. It's Happy Days. That's what it looks like. It's 50-ish.
Yeah. And those burgers are juicy.
And guess what? They just started. Just started accepting debit cards and MasterCard. They was doing cash all the way up until COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I worked at All American Burger and I was the onion ring girl. So I know how to make the onion rings. And I stayed there. That was the summer I was going into college. And I probably would have still continued to work. But he came to me and he said, very gingerly, "Yvonne, can you clean the bathroom?" I said, "Was I the first person you asked?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I quit." Look at my face. I'm the first person you asked to clean that bathroom, and I'm the only black person working here. Boy, bye.
Oh wow!
He's like, you can't do that. I'm going to college. Yes, I am. I don't have to work in this burger joint. I got home. My father liked to kill me.
So black people, please.
Yes, handle the hamburger. You can do this at home. Yes.
Cheeseburger. You can make a cheeseburger.
Right. Onion rings.
You can make a burger.
You can buy the onion rings out the store. The big old bag of onion rings. Your kids don't know no different. If your kids really need McDonald's, okay, you go to McDonald's on your lunch break, right? You order what you want to order because you're the one working, so you can have McDonald's, all right? And save the wrapper and just put the stuff in the wrapper. The kids ain't gonna know they make them onion rings. Who gonna tell them?
So you gonna save the wrapper.
That's right.
And take your burger and wrap it up in the McDonald's.
That's right. And I'm gonna go and get that big bag of onion rings from Stop and Shop. Shout out to Stop and Shop. You may want to sponsor us. Anyway, and I'm going to get that big bag of onion rings. and I'm gonna fry them suckers up, and I'm gonna put them in there. Okay, I'm gonna take that cup that I had my Diet Coke in, and I'm gonna put your drink in it. Okay, you ain't gonna know no difference. You ain't gonna know no difference.
You just recycled all McDonald's containers.
Everything, yeah. And just put it. What they gonna know at 5 years old? They gonna know the difference.
There's a video out here, right? There's a video of like a 3-year-old boy in the back seat of his car, and his father bought him a burger. And he looked at this burger. He said, this ain't McDonald's. This got no cheese on it." He said, listen, these kids are smart today. So people, if you go to make your burgers at home, okay, listen, you gotta make it right. Don't cut corners with the buns. Take your time, season it. Get the big peppers and onions out the burger, please.
And don't forget, go and give yourself a treat at lunchtime and save the wrappers and containers and put your kids' stuff in it. Listen, we got to go to break. We'll be back. We'll be back. You only got time to run to McDonald's, so just go and get your hamburger, put it on in the oven, and come on back. That'll take you about a minute and a half while break is on.
And use Heinz ketchup. Stop cutting corners.
Oh, okay.
The one, the only, Magnifico the Magnificent. He will do the super back and forth, up and down, triple somersault. The only such somersault done anywhere, by anyone in any place in the world. And there he goes. He made it. What a man. Say, but there's Joe the Schmo. He doesn't look very happy about the whole thing. He's going to try the super somersault, too. And better be careful, Joe. And there he goes, and... Joe says no. But why, Joe? Joe says no again. Oh, Joe, you schmo. Don't be a schmo, Joe. Be in the know, Joe. Religion and race just don't count in this place. So be in the know, Joe, wherever you go, Joe. Remember that, Joe. You won't fall on your face.
Round 3.
Hey, good people, it's Yvonne, the Motivator Man. I'm here with my co-host, Noel, Epps, and you're listening to He Said, She Said. My show, Determined Women of Destiny, is every Thursday at 7 p.m. And Noel's show, Not Just Sports by Noel Epps, is 9 a.m. on Sunday. We ask you to also check us out like you're checking us out tonight, because both of our shows are really good also. We want to thank you for making us the #1 show on Rudy Radio, and now we're syndicated on One Point. So you guys are the MVPs. Thank you, hugs, smooches,
Real
and
MVPs.
And we've been talking about food that black folks, y'all need to get it together. Now, number 5.
Y'all need to know how to cook these fruits.
Was collard greens. We gonna need you to handle that better. Number 4 was you gonna have to learn how to cook all the McDonald's
products.
All the menu. And if
whole menu.
And if you really want to fool your kids, take yourself to lunch at McDonald's. Keep all the containers and wrappers. Go home. Fix the same thing for them and just put it in the wrapper. They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know no better. Now, number 3 is really important because everybody eats this. You gotta know how to take one package of oodles of noodles and feed them.
Good.
Yeah, you gotta be able to take oodles of noodles. So the first thing you do is you crunch it up, right? You're really breaking them up before you cook them. So you cook the oodles of noodles, and so you got them cooking, right? And they're nice and soft. I need you to go and get whatever meat you have left over, okay? And I want you to season that up. And now this is where you put the onion and the bell pepper, Okay? And you season that sucker. And remember, there's a seasoning pack in it. So the seasoning pack can help you. So you cook that meat up, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Take the oodles and noodles out the pan, right? And you put that to the side. You take the meat, you season it up, right? And then you get you some vegetables. And now you cook your vegetables, right? So, like anything else, like if it was rice, anything else, you're going to lay your meat in the middle of the noodles. Really nice. Because, you know, presentation is everything. And then you're going to take your vegetables. I myself say broccoli, florets, and cauliflower because that's real pretty and it makes the dish look good. So you lay the florets after you cook it around the outside of the noodles, right? So now you have this on your serving tray. So you have enough to feed, well, maybe 5 people, not 7, but you have enough to feed a family. You got your
and you paid less than $10.
Of course.
And you paid less than $10.
And
what we need to do?
What?
We need to have a he said, she said cooking contest with oodles and noodles. Yes, you can use. You have to use oodles and noodles. Because let me tell you something. There's not too many things I'm gonna shout my ex-wife out for. Okay, but I got to shout my ex-wife out for this. Cause she would eat on a budget, but one day she said she's gonna make dinner for me, and she made 2 baked potatoes. That woman could cook, but I'll be damned if she ain't made 2 baked potatoes. Like, this ain't dinner.
2 baked potatoes.
But she
were they loaded? Were they loaded? Did they have like broccoli, cheese?
Well, she turned me on the sour cream. That was good. Garlic, little pepper, salt, butter, sour cream.
And that's it?
That was it. That
ain't dinner. That's an appetizer.
Yeah. I let her redeem herself because then she turned me on the oodles and noodles. Listen, black people.
My.
Get you some oodles and noodles. Take some cheddar cheese with a drop of milk.
A drop of
milk. That's it. Because you know a drop is a little bit more than a drop for black folks. So you just drop it in there.
So is that oodles and noodles, macaroni and cheese?
Yes, Lord. And they throw the package in there. Yes, Lord. Yes, I'm telling you, that is crack. Every now and then, I go back to my roots. I would say my roots. I go back to, my ex-wife, and I say, hey, oodles and noodles with some cheese? Oh, my goodness, that is crack.
Well, for my bougie brothers and sisters, don't crush up the oodles and noodles. Just leave them the way they are. Get you some shrimp, okay? And get you some spinach, because y'all don't know how to cook no bok choy. You don't even know what bok choy is. So I ain't gonna throw that in the mix. Get you some spinach and get you some shrimp, and you saute your spinach and your shrimp, and you put it on your oodles and noodles, and you get your chopsticks, and just pretend like you had just went to the Asian cuisine.
Yes. I wonder, do white folks, I've never seen white folks do oodles and noodles like that. I wonder, do they do that?
Okay, you know where I work at, right? And you know that I deal with the food pantry. Trust and believe that's the first thing they ask for. Everybody asks for it. So but yes, white people do. Yes.
So they make the oodles and noodles a little jazz. They jazz up their oodles and noodles.
Nobody jazzes up anything the way people of color do. You know
okay.
That. You know that.
Okay.
I just made a meal for 5 out of oodles and noodles, some leftover meat, the bell pepper, and some cauliflower, and broccoli florets. Now, only a black person would jazz that up.
Yeah, and people understand this. You don't have to go buy hamburger helper. You don't have to go buy hamburger helper.
Make it.
You can make your hamburger helper from the oodles and noodles that ain't nothing but 30 cents.
That's 30 right.
cents. And you got to think like this, too. You got to think like this. How many people in your family? 5. Okay, so 1 pack per person. Daddy might get 2. So 2. So you got 6 times 30. What's that? 180?
That's $1.80. So you're
that's $1.80.
Yes.
You done spent for a family of 5.
And then you get your ground beef, and you could probably get that for about $8. Okay.
$8 now. So you're already less than $10.
$10. And you don't have to worry about the seasoning because the seasoning pack is in there.
Seasoning's already there.
And you may want to get some Parmesan cheese. So what's that? Another $2. So under $15, you got a meal. You
got a whole meal.
Right. And that's for a family of 4. You go down to Brooklyn Fish, that's one dinner.
Yes. Now, people, understand this too. Again, stop being lazy cooks. Okay? Don't get those oodles and noodles in a cup. That's not what we're talking about.
No,
Don't get them oodles and noodles in the cup. Go get them things that are square. If your oodles and noodles don't come in a square package, you got the wrong one.
Well, you know what? Again, that's for the bougie folks because they want to use their chopsticks. So, what you do for the bougie folks, we don't want to leave bougie people out. They got a right to live and eat too. And again, I say, you know, they already have some stuff in there. You already have the chicken flavor. So the chicken strips that they have in the store, Tyson, just put them in the frying pan with a little cooking oil. I say olive. Olive's very good for the heart. And you season them up and you cube it and you throw it in your cup and get your chopsticks and go ahead and eat it. Feel like you're doing something fabulous.
Hey, be ready for this because somebody is going to say this. Dion or Tia, somebody's going to say this.
What?
Oh, the packet is high in sodium. Listen, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know, you know what you're dealing with when you got oodles and noodles. You spent 30 cents on dinner. Stop playing with me.
Okay, I got a plan for that. I got you. And I don't know if Dion would do it. Tia might, but you take the packet and you put it in hot water and you take half of it. So now half the sodium and you still have the same seasoning and you put it on the food. Mm-hmm.
Why are we putting it in hot water?
Because you got to break it down.
Break the seasoning down?
Yeah, you got to break the seasoning down. You got to break it down. You got to break it down. And what you can do also, you can take some butter and put it in that hot water with the seasoning, and then you can put it over the oodles and noodles. So you got to know how to cook. You got to know how to cook. You got to know how to make that thing work. Doggone it. You got to make it work. You got to make it work.
So oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
Oodles and noodles is something that all black people should know how to cook, especially if you go to college. Especially if you go to college. Oh, my son is in here eating oodles and noodles like a crackhead. Yes, Lord, because he goes to college. Don't sit here and tell me you ain't got nothing to eat as long as you got them square packages. And we buy them by the box. Yes.
Not even the square packages. They got the big super meal in the cup. So you don't have to worry about nothing. You just pour the hot water in the cup, let it sit for 3 minutes, and you have a super meal. And you just eat it right out of that. That's good for the college kids.
I'm not eating nothing out of no cup. I'm not eating nothing out of no cup. I want to put them in a pot. I want to throw my cheese in them. Every now and then, throw some burgers in it to make some hamburger helper. I like you said, put a little broccoli Florida around there to make it look presentable.
Bougie black man.
But nobody know you got that's a whole oodles and noodles package.
With your bougie self, tell me I'm not eating nothing out of no cup, but you eat some doggone oodles and noodles. Shut up.
That's astronaut food. You know?
I want my oodles and noodles. I want my oodles and noodles on our good china. That serving plate that you have for Thanksgiving that has a turkey on it, that's where you're going to put the oodles and noodles and the meat on top and the broccoli and the cauliflower florets. And you're going to put it out there for dinner.
And let me tell you also about what the benefit of oodles and noodles. It's quick. Oh, let me tell you. Don't think you're going to make oodles and noodles, go sit down and watch TV and come back during the commercial. Oh, no. Oodles and noodles is done. So if that water get hot, that's done.
And you can make a dessert out of it, too.
What?
Yeah, you take the oodles and noodles in the packet, right? And you don't use the seasoning packet. You don't use it. Now you cook the oodles and noodles. You take some brown sugar and you sprinkle it on top. You add walnuts and raisins, and so now you have.
You just made noodle oatmeal.
No, it's not oatmeal because you're not gonna make it soggy. No, that's a dessert. You put the brown sugar on top that sweetens it, and raisins and walnuts, and there is your dessert. Let me tell y'all something.
My
y'all
brain
can't
is
see it.
not ready to wrap my brain around some raisins or some
Our
noodles.
producer just looked at me like I was crazy and said, we'll be right back. Y'all. We'll be right back.
I'm just so not ready for that.
The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our lives, but one thing that hasn't changed is the need for routine vaccinations. Vaccine-preventable diseases like measles, flu, and pneumonia haven't gone away and can cause serious illness. Protect yourself, your family, and those around you by staying current with routine vaccinations. Talk to your healthcare professional and stay up to date on all recommended vaccines. Learn more at www.nfid.org.
Round 4.
Hey, we're back. We're back with He Said, She Said. I'm back with my co-host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man from Determined Women of Destiny. And I'm Noel Epps from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. Okay? And we're talking about the top 5 things Black people need to cook. Top 5 things. Number 5, collard greens. That's a whole entire fact. No matter how you cut it, you need to know how to cook and shop for some collard greens.
Yes,
Number four, all McDonald's products. You don't need to know how to make McDonald's. And like Yvonne said,
right.
You go to McDonald's, keep them containers.
That's right.
Don't make your burgers at home. Could you imagine sticking them big fries in that little white boy? You crazy as hell.
No, I would tell them those are large fries. See, mommy sized you up. What do they call it? When you
upsized you, upgraded you.
I upgraded you. Those them large fries. You better enjoy them. They got the good soda.
Number 3, oodles and noodles. We need to have a he said, she said, oodles and noodles cook-off. We need to make that happen when this weather turns, because it's brick outside right now. Number 2, the number 2 thing Black folks need to know how to cook. Because my white brothers and sisters is just not getting this right. They are just not getting it right. They are just not hitting this the right way.
Before you go there, no raisins, right?
Yes! Black people, you need to know how to make some potato salad. Stop playing with me. You need to know how to make some potato salad. Listen. We're going to teach. Well, this is what we're going to do right now, because I make some very good potato salad.
So do I.
We're going to teach white folks how to make some potato salad right here, or he said, she said.
Let's
so my white brothers
beginning.
and sisters.
We're going to start from the beginning.
Yeah, Craig Sarno, Richard Christopher. Listen, we're going to teach y'all how to make some potato salad, okay?
Karen Watson.
Yes.
Becky Bellinger.
Yes.
This is what you do. Now, I have to be very strict with this. Y'all have been known to half-wash food. Or either say, well, why I gotta clean the chicken? If I cook it, it kills all the germs.
That's a lot.
You don't know where that chicken was before it got
That's
in that
a whole
pack.
lot.
So I'm gonna need you to get that vegetable scrub brush and scrub those potatoes.
So
Then
listen.
I need you.
Now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then I'm gonna need you to peel those potatoes and then soak them again. Why are we going to double soak them? Because just in case if you didn't get all the dirt off when you washed it and you peeled it, the dirt went on it after you peeled it. So now I'm gonna need you to soak them. Soak them after you peel it.
Potato salad is a process. You have to take your time. She does that. This is what I do. I clean the potatoes. Right? The first thing I do is clean the potatoes. Then I cook them with the skin on them.
It makes it easier to peel.
Yes. It's easier to peel. But you gotta let them sit in that pot for a minute. Don't you dare go in there and you're gonna grab one of these hot potatoes and start peeling it. What you're gonna peel is to peel the skin off your hand. That's what you're gonna peel.
And will bring a new twist to that age-old game, hot potato. Okay.
You know that's right.
You will understand. Right. You will understand why you need to flip it quick. So now that we've washed, we've cooked, and we've peeled, now we have to dice the potatoes. You notice I said dice the potatoes.
Yes.
Potato salad, I need to see chunks of potato, people.
Not hunks. Dice, not hunk.
Thank you. And it is not to be soupy. I'm sick of y'all with this mayonnaise-looking potato salad. The only reason why we know that it's potato salad because you told us. Okay?
Now, you don't need a lot of mayonnaise either.
No, you do not, because it's a salad, people, a potato salad. So if potato is the first word in the sentence, that's what you need to be tasted, okay?
Now, hold on.
Hold on,
let me talk to my brothers and sisters, my white brothers and sisters, because this is the point where they start trying to get extremely creative.
Don't.
Please, people, don't you dare. Raisins, cranberries, do not, I repeat, do not go in potato salad. They look like brown boys. They look like brown boys or marshmallows. Stop, please stop doing that, people. That's not what potato salad is supposed to look like.
No, and again, I say it better not be soupy because it's a salad, not soup. Now that we have the potatoes diced, we're not putting the cranberries and we're not putting in the raisins. Now you're gonna have mayonnaise. The reason why potato salad has a hint of yellow because there's mustard.
You gotta use mustard.
Don't you give me no light-skinned potato salad.
It needs to have a hint of yellow to it. Now,
so you put the mustard in there.
Understand this. You can't just grab any mustard now.
No.
You can't put no honey Dijon on it. You can't put no French's on it. You got to get some of that Golden's spicy mustard. Let's stop playing like folks.
Yep, it has to be spicy.
And mustard. Now, there ain't a measuring cup or a measuring spoon in sight when you're doing this either. Just know that. There is no measuring cup. I don't know how much mayonnaise in there. I know what looks right. Okay, I don't know how I put my, you know how I put my mustard in there. I squeeze out my initials. No, I squeeze out my initials. That's how I know.
You're crazy. No, I just take
that's how I know what mustard is in the
I just take that big heaping teaspoon powder. That's enough.
Oh, blade on it.
Now you need to season it. Don't you listen to our Caucasian brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Black folks, you know, you gotta put a pinch of salt in it. You know what a pinch is. So you put a pinch of salt in there. I like to throw a little paprika in there and a pinch of seasoned salt to give it a little boom boom bang.
Yeah.
Now you can put relish in there if you want to.
You definitely need relish.
Right, now there's some people that won't put relish in there. So if you want to omit that, you can omit it. But I would suggest relish.
Some sweet relish, nonetheless.
Yes, there's a difference. The sweet relish.
You need some black pepper.
I would say a pinch of that.
No. We sprinkle. We sprinkle till we feel good. We sprinkle till we feel good.
Oh, that's the paprika.
Yeah, you sprinkle that till you feel good too. And you need a hint of garlic. Okay, and you need a hint of chopped onions.
Yes.
Also, what you missed is when you boil these potatoes, you boil 10 potatoes. So you boil 10 potatoes.
Yeah.
You need 2 eggs. You need 2 eggs with these potatoes. You need some eggs, boiled eggs in your potato salad.
Now that is an optional treat.
That's true. That's optional.
That's optional. See, my mom used to cut them up and put it on top because she liked to make everything pretty. You know, her thing was taste and presentation. Me myself, if I catch an egg in my potato salad, I'm very upset. But that's just me. That's just me. But I don't have to explain this for POCs, people of color. But I do have to explain this to Chester, Becky, Karen, and Steve Stepinowitz, because when you invite us over your house for these barbecues, and we may be back out this summer, you know, and if not, then, you know, we'll have smaller private gatherings. Don't you offer me no potato salad that does not look the way we just told you. Now, we've given you instructions, and we expect you to follow.
And black people know right away. We know right away that potato salad is foul. If that potato salad is white, that is not good potato salad. If that potato salad got fruit that look like roaches, that is not good potato salad. If the potatoes are a little al dente, that is not a good potato salad. If that potato salad got skin in it, oh, that's not a good potato salad. Do not get it twisted. Black people know this as soon as they go through the barbecue.
Now,
not eating none of that.
I gotta get you on the skin though. There is a potato salad that's made with red potatoes, and it's nothing like our potato salad because it's German potato salad, and the Germans make it different. So we ain't speaking about the Germans today. We're speaking about black folks, and we're trying to give Steve Stepinowitz and Becky Foster a very, very good recipe. So when they invite their friends of color over, that they're not offended. We're trying to help y'all out because we love y'all too. We really do. We do.
And listen, as soon as if I'm watching somebody make potato salad, as soon as I see a measuring cup or a measuring spoon, I know they do not know what they're doing. You sprinkle till you feel good. You sprinkle till you taste. You sprinkle till you taste. You squeeze till you taste. If you want to know exactly how much mustard to put in your potato salad, squeeze out the initials and E. That usually works.
Now,
E.
I don't have a cat, so I don't know if this is true. But a lot of people say cats are very likened to potato salad. They like it. So if you have a cat, Steve Stepinowitz, and you're mixing this up in the kitchen, don't you have that cat up in there? Don't you have that cat licking that spoon while you making this potato salad, Steve Stepinowitz? Because I'm not eating nothing at your barbecue. Matter of fact, straight off the back, Becky Foster, I'm bringing my own food because I don't trust you. You're going to mess it up. And I know I want to eat and enjoy myself. Ain't no sense being mad at you. I'm bringing my own Tupperware, and no, I'm not sharing when you smell how good it smells and how good it looks. No, You better take your cooking hands.
I never heard the cat concept with potato salad. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
But hey, you've heard of a lot of things that I haven't heard of
cats
before.
Like potato salad. You know. And
cats like potato salad.
And when I heard that, I was like, see, there's a Becky Foster somewhere that's got her cat licking the spoon, and I'm not happy with that. No.
You ever go to a white barbecue and just notice the thing they have most of all the time is potato salad? And burgers be gone, hot dogs be gone, ribs be gone, steak be gone, chicken be gone.
But that
potato salad be sitting right there.
Because Becky Foster
but we
got
gotta go to break.
And the cat's licking the spoon. Y'all come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Okay, good people. It is Yvonne, the Motivated Man. I'm here with Noel Epps. And you are listening to He Said, She Said. My show is Determined Women of Destiny. His show is Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. My show is every Thursday at 7 p.m. and his show is every Sunday at 9 a.m. We've been talking about food that we expect Black folks to really know how to make. And then we were talking about something that we want our white brothers and sisters to take heed on. So, Noel, tell us, starting from number 5.
Number 5, collard greens. Also know how to shop for collard greens. Break that root off, throw it up in there with the rest of them, let the camouflage. Make sure you ain't spending more than you're supposed to be spending for some collard greens. Number 4, all McDonald's products. But also, like Yvonne said, get them containers, get them wrappers, okay? Take them home, make your burger for your kids and wrap it up in that McDonald's wrapper and then tell them, hey, it's the same thing. Number 3, oodles and noodles. Yes, you just don't buy oodles and noodles, sprinkle that seasoning on them and eat it. No, you need some of that cheese, some of that burgers, some of the broccoli florets. You can dress up a whole pack of oodles and noodles and give it to your family for $10. It's a whole meal. Number 2, potato salad. That's for my Caucasian brothers and sisters. If your potato salad don't have a hint of yellow to it, your potato salad ain't right. If you got raisins or cranberries in your potato salad, you are not just wrong, you are dead wrong. Okay? Dead wrong. Okay? And we up to number 1.
Okay, number 1, people. Sweet potato pie. It ain't nutmeg pie. It ain't cinnamon pie. It ain't supposed to be the same color as me. It's supposed to be a nice, nutty, deep orange color. Okay? Can we get that? The name of it is what we taste. A sweet potato. I'm sick of y'all trying to camouflage these bad tasting pies with nutmeg and cinnamon. Stop it. Stop it. Now I'm
and these are people. These are people who sprinkle and don't taste. You gotta sprinkle and taste. Sprinkle and taste. You can't sprinkle. You cannot use a measuring cup and then not taste at the same time. You can't do that.
And you gotta go old school. And you gotta go old school. You gotta use that masher. And you gotta put both them elbows into it. Don't you get no stringy sweet potato.
Wait, show us how you do it again. Show us.
You gotta take your fist and put it in your hand, and your elbows gotta stretch out like you're flying, and just
lock out that like the CPR move.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, like the CPR move. Yeah, I like that.
That's right, the Heimlich. You gotta put the Heimlich on them potatoes and make sure they nice and they creamy. I don't want no stringy. Now don't you get that non-fat milk? If you're having a problem with calories, then don't eat the freaking pie. You get that carnation milk, what they call the pet milk. And the reason why they called it a pet milk, because it was an animal, I think it was a lamb or something on the front. You get that carnation and evaporated. You know, so it's nice and thick and creamy and sweet. And you get some brown sugar.
Wait, hold on. Show us how you do it again, though. People, I gotta describe this to you.
You take one hand and you make it a fist
in your hand.
And then you take your hand and you cover it. Now you put both your elbows out across your chest. Okay? And then you bring your elbows down and you press. You gotta
do the Heimlich maneuver backwards.
That's right.
It's the Heimlich maneuver backwards, people.
On your sweet potato. Now I want you to get the pet milk. Okay, evaporated milk is creamy and sweet. I want you to get that brown sugar. Why brown sugar? Because you already got the sweet in the evaporated milk, and it gives a little color to the sweet potato pie. All right? Don't you get chintzy on that butter. You ain't getting no margarine. You go.
Oh, I hate when people get chintzy on the butter.
That sweet butter. Get the whole block. Don't cut it. Just melt the whole block down and put it right on in. You take 1 egg, you put it in there. And I don't need you to get a blender. You got to get the whisk. And then you take that arm that you did the omelet with, and you get that big mama arm. And you take that whisk and you
you need to have that forearm.
And you do that until
you got to have the pop-out forearms at the end of the day.
Yes, you if you don't hear that sound, you ain't whipping it right. And you take that mixture and you put it in that pie crust, and you take that fork and you go around the corners of that pie and make sure I see the fork mark, and you stick it in that oven at 350, you lazy heifers, not 400.
Wait. What about the crust? What crust? How we using the crust? How we doing the crust?
Honestly, I'm not a crust maker, so I get the ready-made crust.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But what I do is, okay, this is my little tip. I wasn't going to give you my secret. But no, you got to be nosy, no. You take the butter.
Ain't nothing wrong with the ready-made crust.
You take the butter and put it on the ready-made crust, and you put it in the oven for 10 minutes. So the crust isn't hardened, but the butter got up in there. And then you put the mixture in there. You do the little thing with the fork. And like I said, don't be lazy. 350, not 400. This is not our heat. This is not
be patient. Cook
this
patiently.
Is not a contest of speed. We trying to cook good food.
Yes.
And you put it in that oven.
Yes.
And if anybody opens that oven anytime before 20 minutes, I am taking that dish rag and I am beating the skin off your back. Now, at 20 minutes, you take the pie. You take the pie and you turn counterclockwise. Why counterclockwise? Because if you turn it the other way, it's gonna burn. Trust me when I tell you. Just listen to me, okay? You turn it counterclockwise and you let it cook for another 20 minutes. You take it out and you let it sit on that rack, and you don't eat that pie until the next day. If you eat it the same day, it's not going to be the same. You eat it the next day, everything done shifted and sat down in it, and it's all together. It done cooled off and sat. Woo, baby, you eat it the next day. Yeah, I felt that in my soul.
Now, black people, just know this. Ain't no pie sitting in the Epps household to the next day. So my wife got to cook that for it to sit the next day. She got to cook that the day before Thanksgiving, the day before Christmas. Okay, but that's beside the point. This is what I need black people to understand too. If you mess up this recipe that Yvonne just gave you, let's say you mess it up. It's okay to throw the whole damn thing out and start all over. It's okay. Yeah. Don't be sitting to yourself about, but they gonna eat it anyway. No, they're not gonna eat it anyway. Trust me, they're not gonna eat it.
If that's what,
throw that thing out, start all over.
If that's
either way, if you throw it out later, if you throw it out now, either way, you waste the potatoes. Okay, throw it out.
If that pie is the same color as me, I'm not eating it. I'm not. That means it has too much. It has too much cinnamon in it. Has too much nutmeg. Cinnamon and nutmeg come together to enhance the flavor, not give it flavor, people. They're enhancers, okay? And I agree with Noel. Throw that whole pie out. My daughter will tell you, I was on a quest to make banana pudding. I threw out so many banana puddings until I got it right. It was a shame. My daughter's like, garbage. Okay.
Now,
yes.
Now, also black people and white people, don't you dare get slick, because I know this a mile away. Don't you dare get slick and don't head over to Walmart and get you one of them Patti LaBelle pies and put it in the oven and throw the box out and then call it your own. Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do it.
You must have missed my live on that. Now, they had patty pies, the miniatures. So I'm greedy. Come on, y'all know I'm a chunky chick, so I like to eat sweets. So they were 50 cents. I should have known there was a problem then, but I got two. Okay, I couldn't even wait. I got in the car And I threw down on that first pie. And I stopped in the middle. I was like, what in the heck is this? And wow, they selling it. I threw that sucker out the window. The other pie sat in
you
my
don't like
car.
the patty pies?
Oh, I hate them. The other pie sat in my car for 7 days. My daughter said, Mom, why this pie here? I said, don't throw it out because some poor little dog might have to eat it. I think our pies are horrible. Oh my!
Wow!
Yeah.
You're the first to hear I say that.
Yeah,
you're
but
the first person I hear say that.
But you gotta understand now. I'm the person talking about. Don't use a blender. Use the whip.
No, I agree with you.
You know, if you don't hear that, I'm a Southern girl. I'm a country chick. So you're gonna have to come correct. You know, so that's why I got these big for
whipping up potato salad and sweet potato
cakes.
Pies
And cakes. That's right. You gotta whip that sucker.
What about peach cobbler?
300.
I think peach cobbler is important in the Black community too.
Oh yes, peach cobbler. Now, this is what I want you to know. If peach cobbler isn't runny, then you run away from it.
Oh yes, Lord. It's gotta be a little
dry. If your peach cobbler is dry,
yes.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
If you cut your peach cobbler
and nothing come out,
and it come out with a perfect square,
no.
Oh, that ain't peach cobbler.
Don't you eat it? Because by all intents and purposes, soon as heat hits a peach, it starts liquefying. So your peach cobbler better have some liquid. If not, you got a peach that something's wrong with it, and you got a cook that cannot cook. Okay.
Yes. As soon as you cut a peach cobbler and that thing stays together the perfect square, that is made in somebody's factory. That ain't made in no kitchen. That's made in somebody's factory, people.
For everybody to say, well, when you get to be such an expert, and I know Stanley's talk about, well, you didn't cook like that when we was married. That's right. It took you to leave me for me to watch Julia Child. No, seriously. My divorce, I was so depressed. The only person that would make me laugh was Julia Child. So I watched Julia Child had 2 shows. One was 30 minutes and one was an hour. The hour show, she was drunk. First you take the Beaujolais and then you wash the chicken. And that woman had me cracking up, but I learned how to cook. So I salute to Julia Child, and then of course my mom and my grandma, you know, they were great cooks. So yeah, I over the years I've learned how to really throw down in the kitchen. Really, yeah.
Shout out to my mom. My mom's a very good cook, and she trickled down some recipes to my wife. My wife is a great cook, a fantastic cook. Okay, and she likes to experiment. And shout out to my daughter too, because my daughter pushes my wife to experiment a little bit. My daughter, I'm tired of spaghetti. Let's try this. Okay, so shout out to my daughter to push her to experiment a little bit. You know, open her horizons a little bit. But my wife is one who she's a reader. She likes to read, so she'll come across a recipe and she'll try it. You know. So that's cool in my house that she does it.
And it comes out good.
It comes out good all the time. Like, I can't even tell you how worst dish. Like, Thanksgiving is special around here because we have our own Thanksgiving, and then we go to somebody's house and we have their Thanksgiving. But we don't take no doggy bags home because we have Thanksgiving here. Same thing with Christmas. So my wife is special as a cook. She's a great cook.
That is funny. See, I'm a backslidden vegetarian. You know, so for me, I like a backslidden vegetarian. My meals, believe it or not, consist of more vegetables than anything else. I love veggies. I would eat a whole plate of vegetables before I eat meat. But there's such a thing as a chicken wing and a rib and a hamburger. So I'm backslidden. It always gets me back. Now, my daughter and my family say they call my food nervous food because I cook stuff that make them nervous. They don't know what quinoa is. They don't know what couscous is. You know, they don't know what smart ground is. So those things, they're like, But my daughter cooks every day like it's Thanksgiving and all. It's just her and them 2 kids. Yes.
Wow. Now, how do you feel about veggie burgers?
I love
veggie
them.
Sausages. How do you feel about that?
I love them if they're the right ones. You don't want to get the cheap ones because you don't get taste. But I have veggie sausages in my refrigerator right now, along with veggie burgers. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love eating vegan. I just can't stay with it. So guys, we thank you that you have stayed with us this whole time, and I hope you got some recipes. I hope you got some inside Becky Foster and Steve Stepinowitz. Okay.
Hey, Craig Sarno and Rich Christopher.
Yes. Craig Sarno up here with these doggone raisins in his potato salad. Over my dead body.
Don't do that no more, people.
Okay, we got to get out of here. We thank you so much for listening to He Said, She Said. Once again, I'm Yvonne, the Motivated Man from Determined Women of Destiny. I would love for you to join me on Thursdays at 7 p.m. for my show. And Noel is Noel Epps from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. And y'all got to go over there on Sunday morning on your way to church at 9 a.m. and check him out. And we would love for you to leave us your thoughts, your comments, throw some hearts up there, whatever you want to let us know that, you're listening. He Said, She Said is powered by Rude Rangers Entertainment. Our creative director is
Rudy
Jay Breedy. Please don't forget to like and share this episode with as many people as possible. And you know what? Until the next episode, have a blessed day.
Peace.